Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thinking Juice. I'm Tyler.
I'm Matthew. I'm Travis. You can call me Travis.
Today, you can call me Mr. Silly, but today we're answering one question and one question only, followed by thousands of other questions. What if the life you are living is only one bad decision away from being completely unrecognizable? Today, we're asking what ifs about our own lives. No hypotheticals about society, just us, unfortunately. And the reason for bringing it up, because I'm sure, Matt, you're curious. I was going to tell you, I was going to read this whole thing to you and let you know, like, why we're doing this today. Because I had a whole bunch of what if questions earlier on today. So I'm going to read this to you. So, it says, "Hey man, I want to get something off my chest. My dad was recently diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So while my mom worked, I had to skip many school days to tend to him. So I didn't really have a chance to watch you because I was catching up with school over the holidays. But I found out my dad has little cancer left and he is gaining his strength and his health is way better. I want to let you know that I have been struggling to stay happy, but when I remember the first time I watched you play a stream and play Lego Harry Potter for 8 hours straight during school because my ADHD made me lose interest in school, I remembered you talking to me while I was in math class and make me mute your stream so I could actually do work. I found it kind of funny that it happened a year ago, and that memory still lives with me every time I need to feel happy because I know that there is someone that can make me laugh. I'm now taking ADHD medicine to help me do better in my year 10 schoolwork. You also helped me make friends in a way when I show people your Phasmophobia streams. My name is Sebastian, and I'd like to say thank you and keep streaming because you have helped me in my time of need." That randomly, like, it got me, dude. I used to stream all the time
It's
many
getting
moons
me
ago.
right now. I'm over here I'm trying not to teary eye this shit up because that's sweet as fuck.
I know, dude. I literally his his um his Discord that he messaged me from, it no longer exists. It says deleted user. But like, man, let me tell you something. Back in the day when I used to stream, I'd play the most obscure video games and I'd have so many people watching it. And that kid, that was from 5 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he messaged me
No.
4 years ago and gave me an update. His dad's doing fine and everything like that. But I just saw it one day and I'm like, damn, dude. I saw it yesterday and I'm like, we should do a what if episode because that hit me in the feels real good. And so I was like, damn, we should do this and, kind of see what happens and go from there. I just spilled alcohol on my desk. So
Perfect. Well, I mean, alcohol doesn't belong anywhere else except for on the desk.
Now that we've got that kind of a reasoning as to why I'm doing this,
I get it, yeah.
we're going to start and we're just going to lean into it. And we're both going to answer the questions and then move on from there. Okay?
Sounds good to me. Yeah, but before we do,
yeah,
I just want to say that's really sweet that like just you being you really touched somebody's life. Like it
like I
helps
lived on
them.
an island with friends, and I invited them over.
I swear to God,
Epstein joke. We're bringing it back.
He can never fucking leave us. It always has to come. Speaking of which, they actually did finally release the files. One of these days, we just gotta read through them.
Dude,
let's just
next
go through
episode, the
it.
Epstein files, boys and girls, maybe, and Epstein, if you're listening. We're gonna do it for you.
Boy, girl. Oh yeah,
we're gonna lock it down, dude. All right.
Oh
what
yeah.
did you want to say, Matt?
I got a joke for you. No, I was just gonna say it was really sweet. Like I just think it's really sweet. It's nice that you can be part of somebody's life without actually actively being part of somebody's life, and I think that it goes to showcase like the power of connection and how we can sometimes influence, inspire, and motivate and empower and I think that's just a really incredible thing. And then I wrote a new joke for you, Tyler.
Yeah, let's hear
And
it.
hopefully you find this okay.
I'm getting a close up on you, Matt.
All right, don't do it.
Yeah, no, let's
That
see it. Let's hear it.
okay. Well, let's see it. So like the face is the
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, yeah.
No, yeah. Okay.
Come on, let's hear it.
Okay, but I'm working on it. Anyways, okay.
Deaf.
No. And so, anyways, you remember the old film Willy Wonka, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go on, Matt.
That's
Let's
not
hear
the
it.
joke.
Let's hear it.
I'm coming at you. Okay, so the old film Willy Wonka. You know how he had all the Oompa Loompas, right?
Yeah.
The little orange guy. Yeah, and then he never talked about it, but there was black Oompa Loompas,
Were there?
and yeah, and the only reason they never talked about it is because they were always in the back room picking cotton candy.
This man is insane. Take him away.
I was waiting to use that. I was waiting to use that. Okay.
But they were in the back picking candy, right?
I like how you do a pre-screening of the joke before you tell it when we start recording. I fucking love it, dude.
I have to?
Because I'm like, I know it's coming. No, just say it. You know what I mean? You know?
I have to though. Like, well, I think it's like because I've been trying to. I'm really good at coming up with jokes like on the spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the circumstance and the differential. See, Nadia gives me a hard time because when I do come up with jokes, she's like, "Why do you not ever explain the complicated ones, but all the simple ones you over explain?" It's like
That's a valid statement, though.
no, I mean it is a valid statement. I mean that is a very like it's like an ism of mine. You know what I mean? Like I say a simple joke and I feel like I have to like over articulate it. But
So,
and
because you've said this, Matt, I now have a joke that I craftily came up with a couple of weeks ago that I haven't polished all the way, but now looking at it, this kind of seems funnier. So, if we could actually start referring to our parents by 2000s wrestlers stage names, I think that would be a really good idea. Now, humor me, I have just a couple that I want to run by you. The Punisher, the Magician, Daddy the Defiler, Wife Beater, and the Penetrator of my ass.
What is that? Is that even a joke?
I mean, you laughed, so I mean, like, technically, it's a joke. It's funny. It's funny. You laughed.
Yeah, I laughed.
Anyway, moving on. So, the what ifs. We're just gonna kind of breeze through a couple of these categories, and like I said, we're both gonna answer questions, and then boom, done. Simple, elegant, quick.
I'm gonna do it with vigor. I'm gonna do it with a full 2-inch erection.
Okay.
I am going to plow through this.
Okay.
Like a Chinese man in a fucking rice field.
So here's your first one. What if the version of you that people know is a character you've accidentally committed to? What if? What would that character be? We don't need to dive too deep into it. Just 2 sentences.
Yes.
Okay.
And no.
All right, moving on. Next question.
No, that's a good one. No, we can expand on that. Like, I know you want a couple
No,
quick.
literally, I need 2 sentences from you. Then we're moving
Okay,
on.
okay, deal. I'll say, yeah. Like, I think that we all do that,
That's 1 sentence.
and
Oh, that's a run-on sentence. There's a comma.
it was actually a coma. I had paralysis. Anyways, and I think that we just we try to navigate to the best of our capacities based on the insecurities from our cognitive and psychosocial developmental psychology. Okay, there you go. There's your answer.
Wasn't a good answer, actually, believe it or not. That was a very hypothetical, not what if question. That was more like you were asking a question with a question and made a very broad statement. You psychoanalyzed something that didn't need to be psychoanalyzed. Think of it this way. What if right now, this version of you that you are currently is something you accidentally made up because that's what everybody around you wanted you to be, so that's what you became?
I would say that that is likely. I would say that it was maybe something that I wanted to become because of just being a lonely child.
I took off my pants so I could walk around more freely. Yeah. What do you think about that, Matt? How's that for comedic timing?
Everybody knows that pants are fucking restricting.
Yeah.
But no, I think like I think that the point and premise is like, yeah, like we do put on airs, and I think like me myself, yeah, probably sometimes a bit. Like I'm over friendly, I'm over nice because I was a very lonely child.
Now, what if you weren't a very lonely child? Would you still be the same person you are today?
No, I wouldn't be as careful. How are you fucking playing strip? Fucking questioning over here. Like every question you ask, you take a fucking article up.
Yeah, we'll see how the night takes us.
Well, let's figure it out. Bud.
For every sentence you go over 2 sentences, an article of clothing comes off.
I like where we're going with this, Tyler. I'm gonna keep talking then.
You're like, why is this man not wearing glasses and fully naked now doing this podcast? Well, it's because Matt used run-on sentences to make his sentences go on even longer unnecessarily. But yeah, you know, what if?
What if? But you know, by the end of it, you're gonna have to just shave your beard.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
Like no facial hair, no eyebrows, just buzz cut all the way. Bud.
I'm just gonna be sitting in a corner crying and being like, I'm gonna be the prettiest princess at the party.
That sounds like something Sinead O'Connor would say.
You know what? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
Little Irish Duchess.
do you think that if there was one... Well, okay, I'm going to scrap my notes that I have. Just going to totally throw them out, okay? I like throwing away the notes. What is one what if, like shower thought sort of thing, that kind of... Do you have any what ifs, like, that they kind of bug you? Or like, you know those moments when you go into the shower and you have like this argument of what you should have said to somebody, like what if you had said that to them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I always. I'll give you one. Yeah, I'll give you one.
Give me 2.
I always think like, what if I didn't like sell off my businesses and I didn't invest into real estate and go into a partnership with somebody that was mentally unstable?
That's what I told you about partnering with Jeffrey Epstein. You never know.
Sensational.
Whatever though. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no,
what
that's
if I
a big
didn't?
what if?
Would my businesses still be functioning? Would I still be making the money that I was making before and still have the freedom, the independence? Because see, money is worthless if you don't have time. So it's just like that. True wealth comes from both time and the ability to do what you want. The thing is like, what if, you know? What if I did not do that? What if I was and here's the thing, what if I wasn't trying to help a mentally unstable person by inspiring him by participating? What if? Your turn, Tyler. I want to hear what you got.
It's a great question. I'm glad you brought it up. I don't know. I don't seem to have a lot of what if questions. It sounds kind of silly, right? As of about like 4 or 5 years ago, whenever my mom passed away, I started acting not on impulse per se, but I didn't second guess a choice that I made, right? Whatever the first choice was that I decided, I'd logically think it out and then do it in like a matter of seconds in my brain. You know, it's interesting per se how my brain sometimes functions, and like I get really hell bent because like I be seeing some shit on like, you know, people that write in like print and then cursive, they're more liable to be serial killers, and I'm writing my T's just normal and the rest of it's cursive. I'm like, fuck, today I'm a serial killer, I guess. I don't know, but I act more
Did you
on
statistic?
an instinct or an impulse, you know, but never in a negative way. You know, I choose what to do, but I mean, like, I don't really sit there and ponder decisions for like days on end. I'm not going to sit there and wait or anything like that. It's been more of a, we're doing this, you know, fuck it. Let's do it. Fuck it. We ball, you know?
I like that though. No, I honestly think that see, we like say we only have this one life, right? I
Not a
think,
YOLO, but a fuck it. We ball.
well, that's it. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, say we only have this one.
FIWB.
Let's fuck.
Fuck it. We ball.
I fuck it. We ball. Skeet, skeet. Oh, hold on. I think I don't have anything for that.
Oh, I do.
But yeah,
That sounds like something a woman would say.
That's what I
yeah,
got.
that's it.
Illuminati confirmed.
But
Yeah.
my mindset is, I mean, I've had plenty of what ifs. One of my one of my favorite what ifs is, so as kids, me and my brother, I mean, we had so many different houses, apartments, trailers, all that shit growing up. Favorite fucking story ever, all time. Lock in, Matt. Are you locked in?
I'm hold on, let me get my seatbelt.
Yeah. Buckle up.
Okay.
Buckle up for this brain blast. Okay.
All right, we're good.
So, here's the story. We used to live in one of those really long trailer houses, and they had a lot of floor vents everywhere. And when you got out of the kitchen, there's just an entryway to go into the living room, and we had 2 couches on either side of that entryway when you walk in, and there's a floor vent right below it. What me and my brother used to do is throw a blanket over the couches, and then we would go turn on the AC, so the AC would kind of blow up the blanket, and it would kind of float a little bit. So it'd be like our own little fort powered by AC. It was cool, right? I think at the time I was like 5 or 6, and my brother was like 8, 9. And what we started doing is we would go to the kitchen, full sprint, and just try and jump over it without touching the blanket, because we got like a flat sheet for a bed, so it kind of floated. And if you touched it, you would go with it. You know, the blanket would go with you, or the sheet would go with you. And I remember I went, fucking nailed it beautifully. My brother went, and right as he tried to jump, I fucking took that sheet and flipped it, and his ass crumpled and smashed his chin right on the fucking vent. And All I remember is a blood-curdling scream. And I wasn't trying to hurt him. All I was trying to do was blind him with the blanket. That's all I was trying to do. I didn't want him to make the jump. You know, accidents happen as children. Funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To this day, Matt, he never went to the doctor. My mom just put a Band-Aid on it. All that. You ever seen Me, Myself, and Irene, Jim Carrey movie? Renee Zellweger?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know-
of course.
You know that glorious butt chin he has at the end of the movie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
To this day, my brother has the most beautiful butt chin I've ever. Perfect split right down the middle of the chin. Perfect split.
Let's see, and now we know why he eats blocks of cheese, because he can just grate it on his chin.
Exactly. You can shred that shit right then and there.
It's just fuck. I mean, I could just imagine you want to like, hey, let's cheer the guy up after he hurt himself. It's like, hey, here's a fucking brick of cheese, bud.
Here's this tissue, not to blow your nose, but to wipe your ass with at the same time. You know, here you go. But no, I mean, he still has it to this day, and he looks like handsome Squidward with that real defined jawline and the chin and everything like that. Tim.
The name's Dan Handsome.
That's him right there.
I like it. Yeah. Well, and that always goes back to our famous jingle.
We don't know what we did. We don't.
I knew we did. We're still trying to figure it
I
out.
have no idea. I
that
thought the
sounds like-
circumcision was just a haircut for my penis. You know?
It's like the moil, whatever.
Yeah, but why do I have to go in once a month to get it trimmed up again? Does foreskin really grow back that fast? You know?
It depends. Some people have foreskin, some people have five skin. It really honestly it just depends on the I guess it's genetic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want some jankum?
I actually do this time. I do want some jankum.
Jankum. Hold on. Okay, what if somebody offered you a bag of jankum? What would you do?
I would not take that bag of jankum.
I don't think our audience even knows what the fuck jankum is.
Can you very briefly describe it?
Absolutely. It is essentially there was some weird thing that was going on like in like the mid 2000s where kids were taking like raw sewage, so it was like piss and shit, and they would bag it, and what they would do is they would huff it, and they would get a high because of the methane, and it would give them kind of a not necessarily, I guess, relatively euphoric kind of sensation, but by inhaling this essentially what you would drag out of a septic tank, they were getting a high, and they would just kind of like pass out because the methane would, well, think of it this way, methane is like what carbon monoxide essentially, so carbon monoxide has a substantially stronger affinity onto the blood cells than oxygen molecules, right? So the oxygen, just imagine getting like lightheaded and just like I'm lightheaded.
You could just say fucking huffing urine and shit.
Yeah. I mean that's about the gist of it. Yeah. I mean that's the jankum of it.
Some jankum?
All right.
Sorry, I got a little too scientific on that one. My apologies.
Matt, you got anything else for this episode?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How
you
long have
good?
we been going? I don't think we've been going for that long.
Can we pause for just a brief second?
Absolutely, bud.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 2 seconds.
Welcome back to Think Geek Juice. Once again, my name is Matthew, and I'm here with my best buddy there, Tyler.
Hey, I eat ice cream with my butthole.
He does. I've watched him do it. He doesn't even use a straw,
You want some jankum?
but we all do. And so what we're actually, hold on, Tyler. I got one more for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And then, yeah, of course. And then, so we're gonna end this episode, but I just want to let everybody know that we are very, very, very grateful for obviously all the views, all the participation, anybody that actually subscribes. We appreciate it all. I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't keep growing at the rate that we are growing, and so for that, we are massively grateful, and we don't want
Let's celebrate early.
but you can.
Mein Wohl.
Yeah, you know that was coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's right. But here's the thing. It's because all of us in our audience, I mean, we are all kind of the same.
We don't know what we did. We don't.
We never do.
We can't.
But the thing is, we do our best.
It's true.
And that's the coolest part of it. So, once again, my name is Matthew. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're gonna try to do a pretty loaded week, and so I'm very excited about it. And let's fucking do it. Like, let's just go. If you guys have ideas, make sure you let us know. Send us comments. And big kisses.